Hello everyone, Antasil here. In a few minutes you'll be watching my Mexican democracy video, and I made that video to participate in a challenge from PDX on their Discord. I actually won that challenge, yay to me, so I got a free DLC. Now I already have all the DLC, so I'll be giving a DLC away to one of you perhaps. If you want to win a DLC, perhaps you'd like to have a look at those South American countries, but you can't be bothered to pay for it. Well, here's your chance. Write in the comments the name of the Democratic leader I end up with as Democratic Mexico. That shouldn't be too difficult, should it? Now, let's go! Hello everyone, Antasil here, back with another video for Hearts of Iron 4, and today we'll be playing as Mexico. Now, Mexico currently has a paradox challenge. The challenge is to take Spain, which I'm not really going into too much. But I've been thinking. My initial guide of taking the United States seems to be working somewhat more difficult. The United States has either gotten stronger or I'm getting worse at the game. So let's do it another way. Instead of just going through this southern border with deserts and mountains and no victory points, let's go the other way around, through Canada. Which means we probably have to fight our way across the world to get to Canada. Sounds like fun, let's do it. Let's start with electronic mechanical engineering and basic machine tools. Build a few military factories around the capital. Plan of Agua Prieta. We'll delete some of these divisions. So we'll have 12 divisions left with a nice supply of guns. We'll park these on Guatemala for future purposes and exercise them. Put an extra factory or two on guns and prepare for the arrival of trucks and anti-air. Assign MIOs. Go to our Navy. Assign a pride of the fleet. Yeah, might as well exercise these guys. We'll also get an intelligence agency, 5-speed, let's go. The plan is to do the march south into Central America, the Caribbean, and core all of that. And then we will try to declare war on Spain. Not because I'm really interested in Spain, it's nice to have. But I'm using it as a springboard into the United Kingdom, and from the United Kingdom we will take Canada. This sounds easy, is a lot more complicated, and the best thing is I will try to do it as a democracy. Well, eventually anyway. Let's do diplomatic training and then we'll just hold off. We'll exile Mr. Calles. Exile Calles is done, and we'll try to see how far we can get to supporting Spain's loyalists. Ban political militia, depoliticized army, Escuela Superior de Guerra, wow. Spanish Civil War refugees, and support Spain's loyalists. Somewhere along the way that lowers the church's standing, and actually I want that to go up, so hopefully we'll get an event in the meantime. I'm just going to do some random research with my 2 research slots, things to look out for to keep up a little bit with industry. I'll need radio later on, better artillery, support equipment and engineers, terrains, and better guns, possibly marines as well. So much to do. And that's ban political militias, and we'll do control the army. Ah, here is a church event. We needed at least one. We'll do rest in peace to strengthen the church a little. We also got 100 PP and we'll go for improved worker conditions. Our stability is rotten and we need it a lot higher. 10 PP will improve relations with Portugal. Yeah, you heard me. And it's time for anti-disestablishmentarianism. It's a bit of a detour, but it's nice to get this one out of the way, because then we can transfer lands to Church and we might need that later. Portugal relations improved. We can ask for docking rights. They'll never cancel this. And that's our ticket into Spain. We can stop improving relations now, and our spy can come home. With our current Church standing, we can go for depoliticized army and head straight for the support Spain's loyalists. Roll a brilliant strategist here. That's always nice. Let's get some support equipment going later on. Alright, that supports Spain's loyalists. Now we'll have to click this decision every few days, 7 days. It's a lot of clicking, but it gets you crazy amounts of experience. Even the naval experience is useful because now we can train Marines. A few things to look out for at this time are revolutionary women, free civilian factories. You can get rid of the Cedillo rebellion either through this side, versus bureaucracy, or the longer route here. However, this one does give us recruitable population 1%, and actually Mr. Cedillo is a very good chief of the army, so we'll probably go through that route and get the National Bank on the way. National Bank. Now we can also go through liberalize the banking sector to Científico Camarilla. You can also go to another research slot over here, but they're mutually exclusive, so make a choice there. I'm going to liberalize the banking sector. Also getting the Bank of Mexico. More industry, research, speed, and economy laws cost for only 75 PP. That's quite alright. The rebellion is currently on low. We're doing all right there. Now, none of these focuses actually lower the Cedillo tensions, maybe because it's currently at low. So we'll just do strike breaking and make our way over there more efficient. Click. Let's get ourselves a military theorist. I mean, we're getting loads of experience, but I want to make the best of it. Strike breaking. Urban development. I'm not getting professional officer corps, I'm getting tip of the spear for later. And Científico Camarilla. Científico Camarilla. And now we can see that land reform actually lowers the Cedillo tensions because they've gotten higher. Let's go there. New research slots. Don't forget to research transports. Really need those later on. And keep supporting the Spanish lefts. By the way, why am I doing the Spanish left? I'm going for Catholic Mexico, and they would be more aligned with the Phalangist. But I want to be able to take this focus here, liberate the Antilles, where I will demand some territorial concessions from the Allies, and they will probably say no, or at least one of them will. I kind of want to do the march south once the Spanish Civil War is done. It's going to take a while. A few other focuses to look out for are the revolutionary women with free civilian factories. I'm doing that one right now. There's a research slot here, but going through Knights of Columbus will effectively raise my democracy support, I think. Yeah, daily democracy support, and I'll get that eventually, but we'll see. And I can also do these two here, repeal Calles law and some political power. 25% war support. Yeah, let's go to partial mobilization. Anschluss is around the corner, so we'll get more war support soon. Because we are so divided right now, let's do all the raids. It's expensive, but it'll also boost our stability a little in the end. You won't see this every day. The Republicans, well, they're not winning, but it's March 38 and they're definitely not losing yet. I might be able to milk this for all it's worth. And that's privatization. Prophetic words. Republicans lost Madrid. If Valencia goes, it's probably over. Probably time to go for the Bolivar Alliance now. our second round of improved working conditions. I think it's also time to go for the social reformer here. Daily democracy support and stability. I want to flip democratic, but I have to wait for a bit. Specifically, I'm going to declare war on Spain, and I need to be non-aligned to actually justify that war. And we'll need a bit more building up. Right, let's take our army of 12 divisions and convert them to the regular infantry. We don't have the guns, we'll have to produce them. And we'll have to train these guys. Spain was annexed, so we can go producing the best guns and get some steel while we're at it. I'm editing my main infantry template to something like this, a 9-1 with support companies. We'll almost have the equipment. Bolivar Alliance just completed, and we'll go over the coastal defense plan. Still have to keep an eye on the Sedilio rebellion. We could invite people to this faction, but it's really not that necessary. However, maybe useful to get Venezuela out of the way. Colombia. Sure, we'll get Colombia because they're a nice democratic nation. Interrupting my march southwards to do Cadillo private armies and then get rid of the guy so I can get him as my chief of the army. Finishing these 3 mills, doing some civilian factories as a follow-up. And then it will be dockyards, baby. And let's support the good general. So he will support us. Support General Sedillo is done. And we'll do march southwards. March south, unify Central America, integrate the South, liberate the Caribbean, and then we'll get back to what we were doing over there. Let's get Sedillo as our army offense expert and as our field marshal here. Unify Central America, and let's declare war. Also go to war propaganda and click it. It's Guatemala, we'll take it. This is also a good time to set territory conditions, local police force, and use the cavalry. And continue with the march south into Honduras. I'm also getting some marine doctrines, as many as I can. I've spent some of my experience on naval doctrines, but I can still finish the marines. Now Panama. Panama requires a little bit more planning. You need those transports to plan a naval invasion into Panama City. You can't pass through the canal here. Integrate the South, liberate the Caribbean. Naval invasion is ready. Let's declare war on Panama. Let's move these guys as well. And we can start integrating a few territories in Central America. Let's plan an invasion for Cuba. I mean, we can use Marines, but for this battle, these troops are very much good enough. Germany declares war on Poland. Let's liberate the Caribbean. We need one of those territories to actually integrate the Caribbean, which is really good. So we'll continue with Knights of Columbus. And let's declare war on Cuba. Declare war on Haiti and invade. And finally the Dominican Republic, the last territory we can effectively core here. Knights of Columbus, research slot right for the taking here, but first we'll do integrate Caribbean. Right, let's convert some of these guys to decent Marines. An 8-1, 65 experience. Make them elite. These are going to be the invaders of Spain and possibly the UK later. Engineers and basic medium tanks means flame tanks. Don't forget flame support role. And that's integrated Caribbean. We'll do church, schools, women's suffrage, and then Catholic politics. And integrate Cuba, Haiti, and Dominican Republic. Panama soon after. Let's plan a naval invasion. To Cadiz and the 2 tiles next to it. Insane distance, I know, but it's going to work. This Dominican Republic fleet can stay at the Dominican Republic, and our main battle fleet, such as it is, 13 ships, will go to Lisbon. Alright, we're ready as we'll ever be. Let's justify against Spain, 125 days. Now these Dominican task forces can just create the naval supremacy over here, over 0 ships, while the main battle fleet does so over here. This might not hold, but I have a trick up my sleeve as soon as I turn democratic. Election campaign begins. We'll flip soon enough so it doesn't matter if we lose Cardenas, and it would cost us stability. We're not keeping this leader anyway, so I'll just take the political power gain guy for now. Now we have Saturno as our country leader. I didn't know I could actually get him. But we'll get rid of him through Catholic politics. And here we are, Catholic politics. We have Luis Maria Martinez in control now. The thing is, if you do this before the election of 1940, you'll lose him immediately again. I mean, he's not that good, but he's, nice to look at. Do oil field expansion and go over research slot 5. Here's a fun thing to do. And we actually need this for several reasons. We'll guarantee the independence of the Philippines. Very important. You'll see later and probably can guess why. Justification for Spain is complete. We'll declare immediately and see what our naval supremacy does. It's gone as soon as we add it. Ooh, 49%. 49%. Anyway, this is also a good time to stop trading steel with Sweden, because that'll expose our convoys. And we'll instead deal with the United States, because we know we're best neighbors. And we're off. The naval invasion is launched. Let's send both navies to convoy escort and see if they can actually make it. Let's bring democracy to Spain, boys. And here we are, landing at Cadiz. Actually, without a hitch. That's nice. Let's move in. Let's also move the other armies over here. Sevilla is important to take because it's a major supply hub. But do note that it will take forever for these guys to get here. 24 days, and in that time we have to hold. So don't overextend. Come on, you guys, where are you? Almost there, I guess. Reinforcements have arrived. And that's the end of nationalist Spain. Now, as a democracy, we are limited in what we can do with our puppets. I mean, we could go for puppeting with war reparations and resource rights, but then we'd never be able to annex them if we so choose. However, if we annex them now and then release them as a puppet, we should be alright. Can't even take all their navy because democracies get fewer points. That's Mexican Republic taken as Democratic Mexico. We'll release Spain as a puppet. One thing to not forget is that you are bordering the UK here in Belize, or British Honduras. So we'll train some divisions to keep them off our backs. Here's the war justification. That's Japan versus the Philippines. Right on schedule. Here we go. Japan declares war on the Philippines. We will guarantee the Philippines for whatever good that will do. However, we can now invite to faction the United States. We're not actually doing anything here just yet. We'll look at it later, maybe. Here's television innovators, a lot of events here. And let's go to liberate the Antilles. I now host the Philippines in exile. Also, that would give me that Mikasa and Tsukasa achievement. So this is for that one too. I love it how I'm in the defensive war. And also at war with the Axis. It's not going to do wonders for my naval supremacy here. Oh well. Here's liberate the Antilles. Free France backs off. Netherlands backs off. The US refuses and the UK refuses. That means we have a war goal. Supposed to have a war goal. Yeah, here we go. Let's go. Of course we don't have the naval supremacy for this. I was hoping to get some from some naval access from the Germans, but I'm at war with them because I declared war on Japan or something. The US wants to join my war. Send your navy, guys. I need them. And we're off. A moment's naval supremacy was all we needed. Convoy escort, and let's see if we can win this. War participation is atrocious, but this is also other wars. Americans are moving in to finish off the UK. It's not a good thing because I'd like to farm some more war score. But it is what it is. If we have to win this one and just take Canada, then it's good enough. Dominion of Canada has capitulated. Oh yeah, of course, I called in the US. Well, that's going to be difficult to take then. Let's just call it a day and see if we can grab Canada for ourselves. Here we are. The Mexican Republic has one more territory to integrate, Belize. We have the Mexican Republic up here. Can we release Canada as a nation? Yes, we can. That'll be advantageous. We also have Mexican Britain here and Mexican Republic. Anyway, we are now in a prime position to take out the United States because we border them in the north and in the south. They have been at war for a while, partial mobilization, limited conscription, 1 million manpower, so they're probably still tough. Alright, so preparing for late game USA. My armies lined up around their border, upgrading the infrastructure, training a lot more armies, including Spanish templates, which I will use to guard the Mexican border here. Probably will not do any pushing here. a few good units of training here, but as you can see, we are suffering deficits, so I'm not going in just yet. This is, by the way, my take 2, and my take 1 was actually a fail, because I didn't take into account how much attrition you suffer inside the United States and how strong they can be in this stage of the game. So I'm just going to risk it and build up slightly better and hope it will be good enough this time. Alright, let's go. We're going to do Operation Just Cause, hopefully getting the war goal. Otherwise we will get, where is it? Rescind the Mexican cession. Now we've started a border conflict here and we will probably lose it. Just Cause succeeds. Cool. Now get your ass back here. The Americans get a war goal on me. They did. Are they going to use it now that they're completely surrounded? I don't know. I mean, I can declare war on them myself if they don't do so. What the hell. If I'm going to wait, they're going to be at this border. So we go. Everyone move. Alright, first push into the United States has gone reasonably well. Not too many troops encircled. We got Seattle here. How's this the front looking? Might make a play for San Diego. See if that works. How are you guys doing? Well, fairly alright, I should say. Washington is taken. San Diego is indeed surrounded. Dallas is in range. These guys are just here to grab a few victory points, but the real movement should be from here. Wow, I actually took Los Angeles. Nice. Currently, the USA now has the Homeland Defense Emergency Act, Division Attack on Core Territory 20% and Defense 20%. This is huge. Coupled with that, they're 100% war support. Yeah, they're going to be tough. 70%. I need to slice off this entire section here. Maybe even need to reach New Orleans, which it looks like I just can. 98%. Come on. Meanwhile, Moscow falls. I don't care. Even San Francisco is mine now. And here we are. The United States capitulates. Quite a bit of war score for Japan, but we'll see what we can do. We are at war with Japan, so if we only allow them states in the Midwest, we'll still have the United States. So. This cannot be serious. We don't have enough points to take all this stuff. Even the Japanese are not taking it. There's so many states left. Oh well, that's democracy for you. Anywho, I can now redeem Atlan. 210 days. I'm doing a Pacific Coast naval trade. Whatever, we'll get it done. Don't mind me, just liberating the continent. I'll probably continue this game for a while. Eventually I'll beat the Germans and then Japan. But that's not for today. Today I wanted to show you the extremely convoluted way of getting the United States. Technically I did not completely succeed because I didn't get all the United States, but hey, I'm calling this good enough. If you like this video, please take a moment to press like, subscribe, or leave a comment. I respond to all of my comments, and it's one of my favorite parts of the day. Until then, see you next time, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.